Hello, my name is Marta, and today I'm going to talk to you about our third project that we're doing for graphic design. So we are building an asteroids project, and I'm going to go over it. But before that, I just want to say that I have a bigger screen that I'm using, and I'm with a webcam, and I'm constantly moving. So I'm so sorry for that. But first, let me run my code, and we'll see. So here's our code, our latest code. Got a lot of bugs, but it should be running. Okay. So when it runs, it first will ask you choose game mode. You can choose to play together or play against each other. So we're gonna just play together and then you just press new game. And oh, let me just press new game again. See, it's I'm dying because the asteroids I'm moving. Oh, I got hit. Okay, let me move the other one. I got hit. Okay, let me just restart it. Okay, and then we run it again. It crashes a little bit because of the exception that we added, but let's do play again. Um, this one, sorry. Let me just go back again and do it again. Oh, oh, sorry. Okay, so play against each other. This is play against each other, new game. You can see each player has their own scoring board and new game. I can move both of them around. Oh, sorry, it's hard to play two-player game as a one player. So I will show you me shooting from both of them, and then yes, both of them are shooting. I will rerun it one more time, sorry. Just to show the play together one. You can see they have a shared score. They can't affect each other. And yeah, they have a shared score, and then both of them playing, shooting. Oh, I lost the game. New game, shooting. Oh, lost the game again. That's a hard game. And yeah, you can see both of them shooting. But let me just go over the code and what I did for this part, and then we're going to talk about that. Um, cancel. Let me just stop this, and let me stop share, and then share again. Um, Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay. Let me just expand this a little bit. Okay, so before submitting, we highlighted each of our code with different colors so that it's not confusing. Let me just get my camera around here. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. And then I'll go over what I did. So I'm green. My code was in green, so I'll go over this. So this is me just importing a J option panel that allows me to have that display where it asks you. So what I did was I was the one creating if they can play together or play against each other. And I did some debugging and helped out in some code here and there, just so that our codes are compatible. But yeah, so that just is for the J option panel. And this is a Boolean method that checks if the cooperation mode they're playing together or against each other. It says if it's true or false. If it's true, they're playing together, and if it's false, they are against each other. So that's just declaring that. Then let's just go all the way down. This is the other team's code, and the blue is the starter code. So this is my code. So what I did here is that it is checking for enemy bullets if they're shooting each other. So one thing I implemented is that when they're playing together, they can't shoot each other, but when they're playing against each other, they can shoot each other and get scores. But so this is if it's checking if an enemy bullet collides with player one, and if it's true, it prints a message and removes a bullet and it stops the loop, and it does the same thing for player two. Um, Okay, next code. And then with this code is just also a display message. It checks if the asteroid is collides with either player one or player two. If they are playing together, both players lose if any of them gets collided. So if either of them are collided, or this is the or sign, or player two is collided with, the game ends if they are playing together. If they are playing against each other, when player one it chooses or. If player one gets shot, player two wins, or collides with an asteroid. And if vice versa, if player two gets collided with an asteroid, player one wins if they are in competitive mode. So this is what this code is implementing. So I'm going to go to my next. This one is just a little debugging. This is Dylan's code. The pink one is Dylan's code. The green one, I just put a scoring method. I just fixed it a little bit from what he had. Again, this is if player one destroys the asteroid, they get 10 points. If player two destroys the asteroid, they get 10 points. And then here also, if player one destroys an enemy, if they kill each other, they get 50 points, vice versa for both of them. And then here, what I implemented is that if first it checks if an asteroids are destroyed. If it's playing together, it prints out you win. It's just a display message. And if they're playing against each other, it compares scores and declares the winner when an asteroid is destroyed. So this is just a printing one. This also prints in the terminal, some say. So I think the next one that I have, I'm checking which code. Yes. So here also, I believe Dylan also was yes, Dylan is who worked on this course, so I had to do debugging on top of here. Some debugging that I did that I completely forgot, so I didn't highlight it. I'm sorry for that, but this just draws the score of both players on the screen. And if it's in cooperation mode, if they're playing together, they have one score, and if they're playing against each other, both of them have different scores. So another thing, this is again another debugging that I did that just resets the enemy if they're alive, and then resets both scores here. Another one that I did down here is that here is just a display of a pop-up menu for players to choose between if they want to play together or if they want to play against each other. This is where the J panel option pops up the first time when you run the code. It just asks you if you want to play together or against each other. This is where it's displaying right here. And this is importing the J panel option. And then I believe that's it. That's all that I did. But it was overall a very fun game. I really enjoyed this one because I just caught myself like playing it by myself. It's really fun. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about like velocity, movements, and it's just overall just coding the code of like the starter code alone just taught me so many things. And yeah, I really enjoyed this game. Thank you so much for being here and have a great day. I'm going to stop sharing and